I want to thank everybody for coming out today. I also want to thank my fellow council members for letting me plan this every year. This is our 4th annual Juneteenth flag raising, and my name's Alyssa. I'm going to introduce Andrea Washington. She's going to be our MC for the rest of the event.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. As she said, I'm Andrea Washington, Hazel Park City Council member, and I want to welcome you again to today's Juneteenth flag raising ceremony. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to our other elected officials in attendance today, Mike McFall and Stephanie Chang. And special appreciation to my fellow council member, Alyssa Sullivan, for organizing this, and our city staff for preparing and hosting today's event. It's a joy and an honor to be here with all of you as we come together under this year's theme, Celebration Family Reunion. Juneteenth is more than just a date in history. It's a moment of truth, triumph, and togetherness. It marks the day in 1865 when news of the Emancipation Proclamation finally reached the last enslaved people in Galveston, Texas. But today, we don't just recall that long overdue freedom, we celebrate it as a family. A family bound by resilience, shared roots, and an unshakable hope for a better future. Like any reunion, today is about reconnection to our history, to one another, and to endure the power of community. We are honored to be joined today by two powerful voices in our neighboring cities, Quinn Wright, counselor and mayoral candidate of Madison Heights, and Raylon Leaks-May, mayor of Ferndale, who will help guide us through reflection, remembrance, and celebration. So settle in and open your hearts, and let's raise this flag together as a family. And first up, we have Quinn Wright.
How's everybody doing as I unlock my phone here to get my notes? That good, huh?
We're great.
I can tell. You guys, it's a beautiful day. We got the sun out. It's we were about to do a flag raising. Hi, Linda. I see a few folks I know. I got Ed there. How's it going, gang? So on to my notes because I can see them now. Thank you for being here today as we honor Juneteenth, the day that marks not just the delayed news of freedom, but the resilience of people and a promise still unfolding. Let me begin by saying this. I know the world feels heavy right now. The weight of injustice, division, and uncertainty can feel like too much to carry. And if you're tired of watching the same cycles, tired of asking what should already be given, you're not alone. Sorry. If you're tired of watching the same cycles, tired of asking what should already be given, you're not alone. But today, as we stand in the shadow of history and in the light of community, I want to offer you this. Hope is not a feeling. Hope is work. It's the work that each of us do on a day-to-day basis. It's the work that each of us give to our kids as they're on their way to school, to our neighbors, as we're kind to them and we show them that just because we think differently doesn't mean that we're bad or good, but we're just people growing. Juneteenth reminds us that freedom didn't come easy. It came late. It came with struggle. And even after it came, it still had to be fought for, defended, and reimagined. And right now, I feel like we're still in that period of reimagining. So when we talk about hope, we're not talking about blind optimism. We're talking about the kind of hope that kept people singing spirituals in the dark, the kind that turned cotton fields into freedom marches, the kind that made our ancestors dream beyond what the world told them was possible. And now we are the hope they worked for. But we're also still the workers, because freedom isn't a one-time announcement. Justice isn't a single event. Equity isn't automatic. We have to keep showing up, not because it's easy, but because it matters. So yes, let's acknowledge the heaviness in our hearts, and then let's pick up our tools and keep building. Let's check in on one another. Let's vote like our lives depend on it, because for many, they still do. Let's challenge systems that weren't built for everyone in mind and reimagine them so they are. Let's teach our kids not just about the chains that once bound us, but about the strength it took to break them. Because Juneteenth isn't just about freedom then, it's about the future we're still shaping now. So as we honor this day, let us do so with joy in our hearts, resolve in our spirit, and faith in what we can build together. Hope is not lost because we are still here. Thank you. Happy Juneteenth.
Thank you so much, Quinn, for that inspiring message. And now we have the beautiful Rayla.
Good afternoon, everyone. I thank you for inviting me here. I enjoy this ceremony every year, and just a little bit of a backstory. I really enjoy this ceremony in particular because this is a ceremony that actually your council member, Alyssa Sullivan, and I, we always kind of come together and want to support one another, and it's her term, and it is her term, but I'm still using it as sibling cities. So with us having the theme of family reunion, I think that's most fitting. So we all know what Juneteenth represents, and we also know that it is a commemoration of a resilience and strength of a people. And I can't tell you how glad I am to see all of you out here to celebrate with us. As Councilor Quinn Wright mentioned, that the fight is ongoing. This is a time to come together, to work with one another. The political climate is a little bit unsettling for many, and we have to stand together right now for the freedoms that were fought for before us. And so I just want to say that I personally feel that with you all here, you're saying that Juneteenth matters, that freedoms matter, and that you all are in commitment to doing what you can to ensure those freedoms. I know that when we see all kinds of protests, we see all kinds of comments and things regarding what we're dealing with today. But I want you to know that when you go out there and you protest or you speak out in your own way, what you do is enough. I think that sometimes people think that what they do is not enough. So whatever you do, speaking to your children, speaking out in terms of injustices, supporting businesses that are struggling, particularly minority-owned businesses, and just being true to yourselves, because technically we're not all free until we are all free. If anyone's suffering any sort of injustice, that reflects all of us. So I appreciate your being here. I invite you to sit for City of Ferndale's ceremony on Monday, June 16th at 6 o'clock. I don't know if the art scholarship is still going, but okay. But I just, it means a lot for me to see you here. It means a lot for me in my position to be the first Black mayor for the City of Ferndale. I really want to bring awareness to holidays that celebrate individuals, celebrate diversity, and you can always count on me to do that and bring that forward. So let's celebrate Juneteenth, let's be together as a family, and let's continue to work together. And I look forward to perhaps even a bigger event like we did a few years ago for Juneteenth celebration, not only at city halls, but in the parks where we have vendors and celebrate people and celebrate local businesses and just enjoy one another. So have a wonderful time. Thank you for being here, and please come out on Monday, June 16th for Ferndale's celebration at 6 o'clock. Thank you.
All right, as we close today's Juneteenth flag raising ceremony and get ready to raise this flag, let us carry the spirit of reunion with us and union, not just in this moment, but in all that we do. Again, today's theme is celebration, family reunion, and we've had both of our sister cities here, and we're gathered as a community and we stand together as a family. We've honored the past, celebrated the present, and committed ourselves to a freer and more united future. And a heartfelt thank you again to our speakers, Quinn Wright and Raylan Luxmay, for your wisdom, passion, and your presence here. Your words remind us that our freedom journeys continue and we are never walking alone. And may the flag we raise today fly high as a symbol of freedom hard won and a family everlasting. Thank you for being here again. Thank you for being family, and happy Juneteenth. Owen says thank you too.